Morning and welcome back to the vlogs, where today we are going to be exploring the Chiang Mai Old Town, starting off with doing a walking tour. Then we're going to go and explore the areas a little bit further, and then tonight we are going to be checking out the night bazaars with the food and shopping. So the walking tour today is actually completely free, so I'll leave a link to it in the description below. However, they do sort of accept a little tip towards the end. I'm not sure how much, so I'll look that up before we do actually get to the end, and then I'll let you know how much we actually give. So we've just arrived in the Old Town. We took a taxi which cost us just £1.67, and we actually got told yesterday that today is the King's birthday and the King will actually be in the Old Town, which is quite rare, so hopefully we can go and see that a little bit later. But I can imagine it being very busy around here, so we'll have to see how close we can get. So the walking tour which we are doing is Guru Walking Tours, and it should be great fun. And we've just arrived at the meeting point, which is the Three Kings statue, and it's got a massive palace there at the back too. And you can see some chairs on a stage over there, which I can imagine the king will be there later on. And they're just all setting up a seating area here. I don't know who's going to be sat there, whether it's going to be parts of the royal family, the Prime Minister and all that. I'm not sure, but looks pretty cool right now. We've just popped into a 7-Eleven, and I've definitely told many a times to recommend one of these toasties. So you've got either the toasties or the croissant toasties, which I think they actually toast in the 7-Eleven themselves. They've also got like burgers and other things up at the top too, but I'm going to go for the ham and cheese toastie this morning for breakfast. I think Beth's got a banana and chocolate muffin too, and then what's the other thing that we've got? Some Oreo bites. So that should keep us going for the rest of the walking tour. We've had a bit of a nightmare this morning. The lady's not been very helpful. She keeps telling us to meet at different places. But we went to the place where it said on the email. Then she messaged everyone saying, actually, no, we'll meet at Taipei Gate. So we've gone over there, and now she's not here yet. So she said, wait 15 minutes. So at the moment, not a great start. Managed to find the tour guide now. He's taking us around, and she's the smallest person I've ever seen as a tour guide, so it's so hard to see where she is. But it's a big group of us, probably about 20, maybe even 30. So we'll have to see how well it goes, but it's all completely free, so we can't complain. The walking tour began at the Taipei Gate, which is the eastern gateway to Chiang Mai's old city, and there are actually 5 gates in total around the city. After meeting our guide there, we went into various temples and down various streets, all unique to each other. Our guide shared insights into Thai culture, including the belief that each day of the week is associated with a lucky colour, most wearing the colour of the day that they were born on that day. For example, on Sunday they wear red, Monday yellow, Tuesday pink. Now Wednesday is a special one and also happens to be my birthday. So Wednesday daytime, which is me, is green, and Wednesday nighttime is grey. Thursday is orange, Friday is light blue, and Saturday is purple. Let me know down in the comment section below which colour you are. These colours are often worn or displayed for good fortune, and our guide always wears something purple as her birthday was on a Saturday. She also pointed out 2 plants commonly found in temples. The Bodhi tree, which symbolises enlightenment, and the Frangipani tree, which represents immortality and devotion. We learned about spirits houses, or the small shrines that we see near temples or homes. These are built to honour the different spirits. Offerings of food and drink are left here, and this is why we've seen loads of Fanta bottles and other snacks. Another fascinating fact was about meditation. So certain meditation postures are believed to suppress evil influences. Monks have dedicated their lives to meditation. When a senior monk passes away, the monastery votes to appoint a successor. The largest temple in Chiang Mai, Wat Chidi Luang, is considered the centre of Buddhism in the region. The ancient temple, built over 600 years ago, was partly constructed with teak wood, which is an expensive, durable and termite-resistant material. Our guide explained that 28 Buddhas are revered in Buddhist traditions, and devotees can join monks for chanting and prayers daily, either in the early morning at 5 to 6 a.m. or evening at 5 to 6 p.m. An interesting part of the tour was sampling the local fruits. We tried fresh mango, which was incredibly juicy, dragon fruit with a texture similar to a kiwi, and a third fruit, which I think was potentially rose apple, and that was crisp yet slightly softer than an apple, served with pink sugar, which was very nice. Thailand have been making progress on their LGBTQ rights. However, they claim that Buddhism has historically been against it. However, Thailand is one of the most progressive countries in Asia in terms of LGBTQ and has become the first country in Southeast Asia to legalise gay marriage. The tour wrapped up with a discussion about Thai monarchy. It is expected to be very busy later in Chiang Mai as the king is actually coming to visit. Chiang Mai was being decorated in the colours of the king and queen's birthday, the king's birthday being yellow and the queen's being purple, being born on Monday and Saturday respectively. The king's daughter is known for her intelligence and role as a legal advisor. Recently, she's actually been in critical health following a heart attack, which was actually caused by the COVID-19 vaccine. At the end of the tour, we decided to pay 400 baht for the two people, which is about £10. It was a pay what you can model, and we felt that the experience was well worth it. Overall, I'd recommend going on a tour with her, especially early on your trip if you ever come to Chiang Mai. So we've just finished the walking tour, and I actually found it really interesting learning about the Buddhism religion, taking a look inside all of the different temples and learning all about the monks too. If you do want to go on the walking tour, I definitely recommend wearing either flip-flops or sandals, but do be wary that you have to walk into the temples barefoot, because if you wear the main big shoes, you have to keep taking them off, untying the laces, redoing your laces and stuff like that. So I definitely recommend wearing shoes which are easy to slip on and off if you do go on this walking tour. It was 3.5 hours though, so it did get quite warm in places, and also make sure to take some water too. They did actually give us some fruit, which you did see earlier too, and some of the rice, which was in the bamboo, which was really tasty as well. But I can finally eat the 7-Eleven toastie that was from this morning. I've left it all this time, and so it's probably not going to taste that great. I'm going to have another one and do a proper taste review, because it's basically been sat in my pocket this whole time because I've not had a chance to make a video. Trying one for the first time, but here we go. It's going to be cold. I'm not going to lie, cold, it just tastes like basically 2 bits of bread with a slice of ham and a slice of cheese. I can't see that getting much better though. Take a look at it. It doesn't look that impressive. I've definitely seen better toasters with more cheese. So I don't know what everyone's raving about here. But we're now going to head over to a vegetarian restaurant because Beth got recommended it whilst we were on that tour. And we're going to go and grab a bit of lunch. We've just arrived at the vegetarian restaurant and we've got them for 2 dishes, but we're going to probably share a little bit of each. But Beth has gone for the Thai soy and I have gone for the mushrooms on like a skewer, sort of mushroom meatballs by the looks of it, and it's got a sweet and sour sauce, I believe. But we'll give them both a try. These were only 10 baht each, which is pretty good. So that's less than £1 for all 3. It's like 75p, if that. So we'll give one a try. I thought they were going to put them over the grill or something, because at the moment they look a little bit white, but we'll have to give one a try. I mean, they're okay. They're cold. That is bloody spicy though. Oh, don't know why I've given that one a try. That is hot. Everything in Thailand seems to be really spicy, but it was okay. It's, like I said, just a bit too cold for me. I'd rather if they'd actually put it over the grill or something and heated it up, or fried them maybe. And now we'll try some of Beth. Is this going to be spicy? That's the question. That's nice. That's obviously noodles. Tastes very nice. I'm guessing this is potato. Have a little bit of potato too. That's very nice. Not too spicy at all. Got a nice sauce to it as well. And it's probably going to come to less than £2, but I'll have to let you know after we've finished our food. We've finished our food and we've come out, and it only cost us 80 baht, which comes to about £1.90, which is crazy. And then we have just headed now into a 7-Eleven, which you can see across the road. Some building works going on here too, so it's really loud. But we have managed to get ourselves some Fanta Orange, some Olé sweets, which I want to try. I don't know what they're going to taste like. A Sprite and cupcakes, and all of that just came to 83 baht. So again, that is just over £2, which is crazy. I always think that the Fantas as well, in any other country apart from the UK, are much more fluorescent orange. I don't know if anyone else thinks that, or if there's a reason behind it, but if you know why, do let me know down in the comment section below. So we've got our chocolate chip and banana cupcake, which we are going to try right now. Beth already had one. Did you like it? Say it was delicious, didn't you? Yeah. Beth really enjoyed the cupcake. Bearing in mind, Beth always complains that she doesn't like banana. So we had those banana samosas yesterday. She's like, oh, it's disgusting because of the taste of banana. So I'm going to taste this. And if I can taste banana in it, I don't know what she's on about. So here we go. Literally, you can taste banana in this. So I don't know why she's moaning about it. Really nice cupcake though. It sort of comes like air packed in 7-Eleven. So like most of the stuff that we have sort of is wrapped around things. This is more like in a bag that's been filled with air. But they're really good. Now we'll try one of these Ole So Secret Sweets. I'm not actually sure where these ones are from. I don't know if it says it anywhere. I'll have to have a look. It's probably Thai because it's all in Thai language. So we'll give one of these sweets a go. I'm guessing they're going to be similar to Haribo or some form of hard-boiled sweet, or they're individually packaged. I always think that's pointless, that they've individually packaged sweets within a packet, but let's have a look. Hard-boiled sweet, looks like one of the sucky sweets. So let's give one a try. Tastes nice, just tastes like any bog standard hard-boiled sweet, to be honest. We're now going to book a few other things for Luang Prabang and also catch up with our parents too, and then we're going to head out this evening back in towards the Old Town, but we're going to try and walk down the street and hopefully get to see the King later on, who is going to be in the centre of Chiang Mai. And so we are ready to go out and hopefully see the King, but we'll have to see whether we are too late or not. It is currently just past 5, I believe. Let me have a look at the time. 5:20 right now. So we've just finished booking our stuff for Luang Prabang and for Vientiane. It was really weird actually because Luang Prabang and Vientiane are both in Laos, but annoyingly Luang Prabang was really expensive compared to Vientiane, but Luang Prabang had more stuff to do, and I think it's really expensive because it's on a World Heritage site, so they've got either lots of really expensive resorts or cheaper hostels, but they're still like £100-200 for 5 nights. I mean, I know that's still a lot cheaper than it is in the UK, but in comparison to all of the other Asian cities, Luang Prabang so far has been the most expensive in terms of hotels and what you get for the hotel. But we are now off back into the Old Town. Hopefully it should be really well lit up because apparently they close all the streets off from the East Gate into the centre. And because the King's there too, apparently there's going to be loads of dancing going on, lots of speeches and other things too. There should be also loads of markets in all of the different temples, so hopefully we can go and try some nice Thai food too. I also want to have a quick look at a restaurant called Another World, which looks really cool inside, but I'm not too sure how good it is going to be for vegans, as Beth is going to be obviously eating with me there too. But let's get going and hopefully we should have a good night. We actually learned today that this bridge here, that you've probably seen on a few of the other vlogs, actually goes straight all the way into the East Gate. So the King, when he comes to Chiang Mai, will have actually passed down this street straight into the centre. So as we were saying earlier about the different colours for Buddhism, the King, obviously we said, was born on a Monday, hence why all of the murals have actually got a yellow background, or if I show you the gate over here too, you'll actually see that it's yellow if I zoom in. So you see up there, that's yellow too. So there's loads of yellow themes because the King was born just on a Monday and then his wife was born on a Saturday. So you'll see a lot of things which are coloured in yellow and purple. On the way into the Old Town, we saw this temple and we thought we got to have a look inside because it looked pretty cool. It only cost us 30 baht each, which is just under £2 in total. And it was built in 1497. So let's go and take a look inside and see how cool it looks. So as usual, before we go into any temple, we must take our shoes off. So we've left our shoes outside and let's take a look inside. So this one looks a lot older than the other one. Apparently this is the Dharma Ark, which was built 100 years ago and it was used to store Buddhist scripts. But like I said, this one was built years and years ago in 1497. So I can imagine a lot of the stuff in this temple's a lot older, but they must have upkept the gold from the outside because that looked pretty cool. And I think outside There's like a second white temple, which you may be able to see over there. And then there's another house by it, and I think that is where the monk lives. I don't really understand the monk thing, so someone has to let me know down in the comment section below whether, because they usually upkeep it, don't they, and they promote meditation and stuff, but I don't actually know whether they live anywhere near the temples or whether they live in the temple somewhere. We've made our way upstairs to the temple and it looks a lot more grand, starting off with the first Buddha here, which has got his right nipple out for some reason. I'm not too sure who these people are. Everything's in Thai, that's the only issue. Do you know, like when you go somewhere in Europe and you try and read stuff, it's all in English, but for some reason everything here is in Thai. Every so often there's one or two little signs that are in English, but most of it, again, is all in Thai. Then you've got the main shrine here by the looks of it with another Buddha up there, and I believe, I'm not 100% sure, someone will have to let me know again in the comments whether this monk must be the founding monk of this temple. I'm not sure, but he must have been the first one, or he did something special for him to actually get a statue in here too. And then as you come round, we have the third shrine, which is pretty cool actually. It's got two green Buddhas, which we haven't seen in any of the other ones as of yet, but they all seem to be sat in the meditation pose, so it must be more of like a relaxed temple from what we were taught earlier. It looks like even the cats get their own temples too. And then this is going to be the final temple of the day, because I don't want to temple out everyone for all the vlogs, because we don't want to go in loads, otherwise we're just going to get bored of going in each one. So hopefully we can go in the cool ones only. I remember actually learning from the tour too that all the monks sit on these seats between, I think it's 5 or 6 a.m. and 5 or 6 p.m. every day, or I think it might be 5 too. I think they do it for an hour between 5 and 6. And then here we go, here's the next one, which is pretty cool. 3 more Buddhas there, sat up at the top in the meditation pose. And I actually think we just saw this monk outside cleaning. So the video before of the monk brushing up, I think that actually might be him. So maybe he's the current monk of this temple. We've just noticed that this Daffy Duck stood in the grounds eating what I don't know what it looks like, but it is Thai food of some sort, literally straight in front of this unbelievable temple. But I was trying to look it up to see why he's there, but there is no reason whatsoever. But now it is time to finish with the temples and make our way into the old town and try and see the king. We can see a massive queue on the other side of the road. You can see it all there. We're thinking, oh, they've got to be queuing up for like a temple or something. And then you scroll over and there's like a small stall literally just there behind that car. Not even opened yet, and all it sells is rotis over there. What is this madness? What are in these rotis for people to be queuing up before it even opens for that long? That's actually crazy. Street food, absolute carnage on the roads around the old town today. It's so much busier than it was yesterday. There's loads of stalls though, which weren't up earlier, and they're still playing basketball, but it looks like more of a professional team now.
เอเชียลีน่าเออยู่13-12ครับ1คะแนนเท่านั้นครับรอบรองชนะเลิศคู่ที่2นะครับยังไม่จบครับ
We've just gone and bought some spring rolls for 40 baht, and it is actually mental here because this was empty earlier and now it is buzzing with people. Quick taste test to see whether they're as good as the ones that I made yesterday. They are nice, but they've not got the crispiness of the one that I made. So we've just walked past what they call here the Sunday walking street, and it was buzzing with people compared to earlier too, because they shut off the whole street, because before there was cars going down there and everything. So we're now making our way towards the Three Kings statue, where hopefully we'll see them celebrating with the king for his birthday. Here are all his escort cars by the looks of it. There's so many of them. We've got loads of guards around too. So it's pretty cool to be here whilst it is the king's birthday. I don't know how we've managed it, to be honest, but I'm looking forward to Chinese New Year too, because that's coming up soon. So we've just seen the King and Queen of Thailand, which is crazy. It was quite good fun actually, just being sat there. I don't have a clue what anyone was saying, but it was so quiet too, you couldn't really hear that much going on. But they have just driven off now. Don't know where they're going, probably to the King and Queen's house. I don't know where that is. But now we are off to try out a restaurant called Another World, which I found and it looked pretty cool. And then Beth just checked not long ago and it says about there being lots of vegetarian food. So it sounds like a good one for both of us. But we're now back in the madhouse of the Sunday Street, which is going on today. And it's probably even more busy because of the king being here. It's the Red Dragon Tavern. Beth is back home. It feels like we're walking down the strip right now. We've arrived at the restaurant Another World and we've ordered our drinks and our curries, which should come in a few moments. It's a stunning restaurant. I'll show you a quick video now of a sort of panoramic going around the restaurant. But I've ordered myself a beer which came to 135. It's the Chang beer, which is a Thai beer, and it's got the same logo which you see on all the football tops. So that's pretty cool, and they all come in these cool things too to make sure the bottle stays cool. Then they've got the cider, so that's what Beth has gone for. I'm not too sure what cider it is, but that's a cool one too. It's that literally roadside as well. And for curries, Beth has gone for the pad see ew and I've gone for the banana tree curry. So I'm interested in what that is because I've never had a banana tree curry before, but we're going to pour our beer out now and have a swig. It's quite cool as well. The glass has got the Another World logo on it. I don't know if Beth can zoom in on that. Cheers, £3.20 pint, we'll take it. So the food has arrived. We've also got a live singer in the background too, which you may be able to hear on the mic, but we're gonna try Beth's pad see ew to begin with, which looks very tasty, so I'll grab a bit of tofu. Beth's not even tried it yet, so I get to be the first one to judge it. Very nice, that is actually pretty good. It's got a nice flavour to it. It's a little bit similar to what I had the other day, but it's sort of got a stir-fry sort of taste to it, but that does taste nice. Now I'll try the better curry, the banana tree curry, which looks very nice. Grab a bit of rice, try and get some chicken on the fork too, there we go. It's a bit hot. That's nice too, it's quite a refreshing curry. It has got a little bit of a kick, but hopefully I'll be alright. We'll find out later on. But it's a really nice restaurant, and anyone that's coming to Chiang Mai, I definitely recommend visiting. Got live music. It's a little bit of Glastonbury vibes from the UK, if you've ever been to Glastonbury. A bit of sort of hippie, and the food is quite nice too, so you've got to come visit. And there we go, so we are back in the hotel. I had a really lovely evening, both going to see the king, walking around the Sunday market, and then topping it off with a meal at Another World. It only cost 625 baht too, which came to about £15.12. So that's pretty good for 2 meals and 2 alcoholic drinks, especially as I had a large and Beth had a cider. We then hitched a ride with a Grab taxi, which cost 128 baht, which comes to around £3.10. So it's a little bit more expensive than our usual evening at Grabs, but we think that is because the king was there and the Sunday markets are on, so there's probably more people getting taxis around the place. We also met some lovely people in the taxi too that was speaking to us, and one of the taxi driver decided to bring his girlfriend with him, and she was learning English, so she was trying to talk to us in English. We were saying a couple of things in Thai which we'd learnt in the tour today too. They dropped us off, now returned back into the room, and we're getting ready for bed, as tomorrow morning we need to be up early again. I feel like everywhere that we are at the moment, we just have to get up early in the morning. But we are actually going on a tour to Bointon National Park, which should be really impressive because we've not actually gone out of the Chiang Mai Old Town really, apart from for the cooking class. So we didn't actually see that much, but this is meant to have some really cool features to it. So I'll talk a little bit more about that in tomorrow's vlog because I don't want to spoil it. We were actually speaking to the guy from Another World, and he was telling us that he actually came from Sunderland and he decided to move out to Chiang Mai, met up with a girlfriend here and then set up the restaurant. But we were saying that it's very similar to the Glastonbury vibes, as I said previously. So we think that maybe he may have got some of that sort of hippie vibes from Glastonbury and taken it over to Chiang Mai. But it's a really cool restaurant. Definitely recommend going. Hope you did all enjoy, and I'll see you all in tomorrow's vlog. And if you did enjoy, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe too if you are new. And I'll see you all in the next one.